We often believe we're more skilled than we are. Human mind is complex, and understanding these biases gives you an upper hand. The loudest voices aren't always the most knowledgeable. By fostering self-awareness and valuing thoughtful communication, we can better distinguish between confidence and true competence. Sometimes this is embarrassing or even hurtful. It can also make you susceptible to manipulation. In this 5-chapter guide, we will explain a fascinating loophole of mind, dunning-kruger effect, the good side and bad side of it, and why should you be aware of this? So let's start. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Competence. We all like to believe we excel in certain areas. We think we're above average at some things. While this is true for many of us in some respects, the reality is often more complex. It's likely that you misjudge your skills in various aspects of life. You may both overestimate and underestimate your abilities in ways that would surprise you. In a notable 1999 study, psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger identified a cognitive bias, now known as the dunning-kruger effect. In their research, participants were given tests assessing humor, logical reasoning, and grammar. Afterward, they were asked to evaluate their performance relative to their peers. The results were revealing. Those who performed poorly believed they did much better than they actually had, while high performers underestimated their abilities compared to others. This phenomenon highlights a crucial cognitive bias. People with limited knowledge or experience in an area often think they are much more competent than they really are. Conversely, those who are knowledgeable and experienced tend to doubt their abilities, often underestimating their competence. Understanding this bias is essential because it affects many areas of life. People who lack skills or knowledge often don't recognize their deficiencies, leading them to make overconfident claims or decisions. This lack of self-awareness can have significant consequences, both personally and socially. For instance, an overconfident driver might take unnecessary risks, while an inexperienced employee might overestimate their job performance, leading to workplace conflicts or poor decisions. On the flip side, competent individuals might not assert themselves or share their knowledge, fearing they are not as capable as others. This can lead to missed opportunities and underutilization of their skills. The dunning-kruger effect also has broader societal implications. Incompetent individuals often speak loudly and confidently on topics they know little about, drowning out the more cautious and accurate voices of true experts. This can skew public discourse and decision-making processes, as people may be more influenced by confident but uninformed opinions. In sum, the dunning-kruger effect reveals a significant mismatch between perceived and actual competence. Recognizing this bias is the first step towards mitigating its impact. By fostering self-awareness and encouraging humility, we can better align our self-perceptions with reality, leading to more informed decisions and healthier interactions. Chapter 2. The Roots of Misjudgment. The dunning-kruger effect might seem paradoxical, but its roots are understandable. When people have limited knowledge about a subject, they lack the skills to recognize their own incompetence. Essentially, they don't know enough to know what they don't know. As David Dunning put it, the skills you need to produce a right answer are exactly the skills you need to recognize what a right answer is. On the other hand, those with more experience and knowledge are aware of the complexities and challenges within their field. This awareness often leads them to underestimate their abilities and assume others are more capable than they are. This misjudgment stems from their understanding of how much they have yet to learn, making them more cautious and less confident in their expertise. These cognitive biases can be unsettling. They reveal that we are often unaware of our limitations and the true extent of our abilities. This lack of self-awareness can affect our personal and professional lives, leading to overconfidence in some areas and unnecessary self-doubt in others. To mitigate these biases, developing metacognition, The ability to reflect on our thought processes is crucial. By recognizing our cognitive limitations, we can strive for a more accurate self-assessment, leading to better decision-making and personal growth. Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please consider like and subscribe, and thanks a lot if you did already. Moving on. Chapter 3. The Workplace Paradox. The dunning-kruger effect is particularly evident in the workplace. Studies show that many employees overestimate their performance relative to their peers. For instance, more than 40% of employees might believe they are in the top 5 of performers, an obvious impossibility. This overconfidence can lead to workplace conflicts, poor decision-making, and inefficiencies. Conversely, competent employees may doubt their abilities, leading to underutilization of their skills and missed opportunities for career advancement. They might shy away from leadership roles or innovative projects, believing others are more qualified. This paradox creates a challenging environment. Overconfident individuals might dominate discussions and decision-making processes, while the true experts remain silent. This can result in less effective solutions and a lack of innovation. Additionally, organizations may fail to recognize and reward their most capable employees, leading to dissatisfaction and high turnover rates. To address this, companies can foster a culture of continuous learning and feedback. Encouraging employees to seek feedback and reflect on their performance can help align self-perceptions with reality, providing opportunities for skill development and creating an environment where questioning and humility are valued can also mitigate the effects of the dunning-kruger bias. Ultimately, recognizing and addressing these biases in the workplace can lead to a more balanced, effective, and innovative organizational culture. Chapter 4. Metacognition and self-awareness. A critical aspect of overcoming the dunning-kruger effect lies in developing metacognition, the awareness of one's own thought processes. Metacognition allows individuals to recognize patterns, errors, and gaps in their thinking, which is crucial for learning and self-improvement. When someone lacks competence in a particular area, they also lack the metacognitive skills needed to identify their shortcomings. This absence of self-awareness prevents them from recognizing mistakes and learning from them, perpetuating their false sense of competence. On the other hand, those who are more knowledgeable can use metacognition to assess their understanding accurately, recognize their limitations, and seek improvement. Improving metacognition involves several strategies. First, fostering a mindset of continuous learning helps individuals remain open to new information and perspectives. Reflecting on experiences and seeking constructive feedback are also essential. By critically evaluating their performance and acknowledging areas for growth, individuals can develop a more accurate self-assessment. Additionally, mindfulness practices can enhance metacognitive abilities. Mindfulness encourages individuals to be present and attentive to their thoughts and feelings, promoting greater self-awareness. This practice can help people identify cognitive biases and adjust their thinking accordingly. By cultivating metacognition, individuals can better navigate the complexities of knowledge and competence. This not only leads to personal growth, but also contributes to more informed and thoughtful contributions in various aspects of life, from personal relationships to professional settings. Understanding and applying metacognition helps bridge the gap between perceived and actual abilities, fostering a more realistic and grounded self-view. Chapter 5. The collective impact and the role of careful communication. The dunning-kruger effect doesn't just impact individuals. It shapes collective discourse and decision-making in society. Those with limited knowledge often speak with unwarranted confidence, overshadowing more nuanced and informed voices. This dynamic can skew public opinion, leading to decisions based on charisma rather than competence. Social media, and the internet exacerbate this issue. With instant access to information and platforms to voice opinions, people often form strong views based on superficial understanding. This phenomenon has made it common for the least informed to be the loudest, influencing others through sheer confidence rather than accuracy or depth of knowledge. Conversely, experts, aware of their limitations and the complexity of their fields, may communicate more cautiously and less frequently. Their measured approach can be overshadowed by more confident but less knowledgeable voices. This dynamic can result in poor decision-making on critical issues, from public health to environmental policy, where expert insight is crucial. To counteract this, society needs to value and amplify careful, informed communication. Encouraging experts to share their knowledge more broadly and in accessible ways can help bridge the gap between complex subjects and public understanding. Educational initiatives that promote critical thinking and media literacy can also empower individuals to discern between confident rhetoric and substantiated expertise. On a personal level, recognizing the limits of our knowledge and approaching discussions with humility can foster more productive and respectful dialogues. By valuing thoughtful, informed perspectives over loud, confident assertions, we can create a more informed and balanced public discourse. Ultimately, mitigating the dunning-kruger effect requires a collective effort to prioritize careful communication and lifelong learning. By doing so, we can foster a culture where expertise is recognized and valued, leading to better decision-making and a more informed society. Now, if you want to know more about these loopholes of mind, phenomena, and biases, click on the ones with brain drawing on it. Peace.